Alright, what's going on YouTube? It's Doomnyc here with another YGO deck profile. This one is the new Hieroglyph stuff. I know you guys have been dying to see this stuff. Well, it's all over YouTube, but this is my attempt at a build. So this is what I've come up with so far. The deck is obviously going to change as different cards come out and, you know, the TCG exclusives and what have you, but so far this deck, it's running pretty good. I mean, I haven't had any complaints about it yet. It's kind of like a chaos version of Hieroglyphs, kind of, but we got two Watt Dragons. These are your normal monsters in the deck. I don't play the level 8 guy, the Hieroglyph level 8 normal monster. I don't know, I find that if I play 3 of those, it might be really dead, so I decided not to play it. 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metals. Some people are only playing 2, but I really don't see why you would want to play less than 3. This card's so good, and it comes on the field for free. So now this is like the stall engine, because you may have to stall depending on what you draw. So I played 2 Trags and a Gores. It's just there just in case. You never know if you're gonna have to stall out or not. 1 BLS. A lot of builds don't play this, but if you're gonna play Darkness Metals, Gores, Trag, you know, then you should definitely play BLS, because all the Hieroglyphs are all light, so why not, right? So 1 BLS in there, 1 Chaos Sorcerer just in case. You never know. 3 Hieroglyph Shoes. I think that's what they call this guy. This guy's really good. You have to play 3. I mean, I've seen some builds with only 2, but I think that it's really good because you special summon him by tributing a face-up Hieroglyph. So Hieroglyphs get their effects when they get tributed. So it's a special summon, but you still tribute a monster. I think that's pretty awesome. Because in essence, you don't have to waste your normal summon. Now, we got Hieroglyph Teeny Dragon. I'm not sure if I've been seeing builds with this guy, but this guy's another special summon, level 6. He's like a Cyber Dragon. If your opponent has a monster and you don't have any, you can special summon this. So essentially, you can special summon this if you go second, and then tribute special summon this guy, and you get the effect off. So you'll get the normal monster, the Watt Dragon. So that's pretty decent. So I played 3 of those. Then I played 3. I think this is called Nephite or Nephith Dragon. This is another one where it's like Shu, where you special summon it by tributing a face up. So again, if you special summon this guy or you normal summon this guy, you know, you can special summon this. So again, that's pretty good, and it's a level 5, so it allows you to go into different Xyz monsters. And then the final monster is Acid Dragon. And I think this is pretty much a staple in all the decks. So it's a level 5, and you can normal summon this, but his attack goes to 1,000, but that doesn't really matter because his attack was 1900 at level 5, so that isn't that good anyway. But again, this is another guy that once he gets tributed. So basically for Shu and for Nephith Dragon, you got this guy and this guy that you contribute off, so that ends up being your main engine. Now we're going to go on to the spells. Heavy Storm, obvious because you play a lot of big monsters, so you're going to need to Heavy Storm the field a lot. Hieroglyph Seal of Gathering, this is obviously very, very good. You want to draw this first turn, and basically you want to get your Shu Dragon as soon as possible, because a lot of your plays start off with this guy. So you have to run 3 of these. These are your rotors for the deck. You got your Dark Hole, Monster Reborn staples, 3 MSTs, and this is obviously very good because back removal, once again, you're playing big monsters. 2 Super Rejuvenations. In case you guys don't know how this card works, because there's Exodia builds with this card, you have to, every time a dragon type is tributed, so basically what happens is it's a quick play, so you play this, and every time a dragon type monster was tributed during your turn, at the end phase you'll draw a card. So because these guys tribute a lot, you might draw like 2 to 3 cards depending on, you know, how you played it. So this card ends up being a really good draw card in the deck. And then for the traps, just some basic stuff. Compulse, 2 calls, because once you send like Darkness Metals, and basically a lot of your stuff is going to go to the grave. so Call's pretty good. And then the Solemn Brigade. You don't have to play the Solemn Brigade. You could play other stuff, but I just chose this because I found that it was a little bit better. The Judgment is a must for the deck, but the 2 warnings, you may not need it because you play the Compulse, so this may turn into Dark Bribes or Trap Stuns, you know, more stuff to just negate stuff. So that's the main deck. For the extra, I got 3 Synchros in here: Stardust, Wyvern, and Bionic. And that's only if I side in the Veilers, then I can get like the Wyvern, the Bionic. Stardust is just there, Monster Reborn something, you know, you never know. Now, but the Xyz is where the deck really shines. Gustav Max, okay, first off, you can only get this with Darkness Metal, granted, but we don't know when this guy is going to be out in the TCG. I hope it's soon because that is really going to help this deck take off. So you really need this guy in the deck. He's a level 10, he's a rank 10 Xyz, so basically 2 Darkness Metals will get him. And you can it's detach 1 material and you inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. That's pretty much overkill in my opinion. He's 3,000 both ways. He's really good. We play 1 Hieroglyph God Dragon. This guy, you need 2 level 8s. So it's a little difficult to get out in this deck because the only level 8 I'm playing is, in fact, Blackluster. But again, if I Monster Reborn something and then I bring out the Stardust, I can go Stardust, Blackluster into this guy. But of course, you really wouldn't want to do that. Thunderclap. Now, this guy I'm going to talk about after I talk about Hieroglyph Dragon King. Next up, we got Photon Streak Bouncer. I love this guy. I think this is like my favorite monster from the new set coming out because this guy's in Galactic Overlord. This guy is just flat out awesome. He is like a Dolka but generic. So you just need 2 level 6s, which this deck can obviously get out at any time. And you can detach an XYZ material from this card to negate an effect, monster's effect, and then you inflict 1,000 points of damage. And he's already 2,700 attack. This guy is just awesome. This guy takes down Catasters like there's no tomorrow. Okay, now we're gonna go into Dragon King. This Xyz requires 2 level 6 dragons, and basically you can well, you got a bunch of level 6s. Mainly you're gonna be using Watt Dragon and Shu, but you detach a material, most likely it's gonna be your Watt Dragon because you always want to have that normal monster in the grave or deck, and you're going to detach and you get to special summon any dragon from your deck. So more than likely you're going to special summon the Red Eyes in defense. Now why would you put in defense? Because every time this guy brings a dragon on the field, that monster's attack and defense are 0. The main point of it is to go into this guy, detach, get Darkness Metal, use Darkness Metal's effect, then special summon another dragon if you can, then go into another Dragon King, detach, get another Darkness Metal, use the effect again, then put the 2 Darkness Metals together to get Gustav Max. So that's basically going to be like the main combo that you're going to try to do for your OTK. I got some level 5 Xyzes right here, Tyrus and Adrius. More likely than not, you're not bringing these guys out, but they're just there just in case. Same thing with Utopia and Utopia Ray and Zen Mains. They're just here just to be here. They're not really going to be brought out. So that wraps up the extra deck. Now, when we talk about what this deck can do, basically it's spamming out Dragon King, spamming out Darkness Metal, and then bringing out Gustav Max. I mean, once Gustav Max is on the field, this is going to be really good. Now, the bad thing about Dragon King is that he can't attack the turn that you activate his effect. So the turn you detach to special summon your Red Eyes Darkness Metal, you can't attack with Dragon King. But the good thing about it is this guy right here, Thunderclap Knight. This guy is just flat out awesome. He's a rank 7, which we will not be getting out in this deck. However, he says that instead of using 2 level 7 monsters, you can just overlay him on top of a rank 5 or 6 XYZ. So when you go for your rank 6 Dragon King and you use the effect, afterward you can bring Thunderclap Knight and put it on top of him. Now you got a 2600 beat stick that does piercing damage, which is flat out awesome, because more times than not, your opponent, for you to start your place, is going to have a monster on the field, and if they set one face down defense, you attack with this guy first, you do the piercing, and then you continue to attack with everybody else. Usually that results in OTK. The side deck is pretty generic except for this. This is Hieroglyph Seal of Super Strength. This just allows you to special summon a Hieroglyph monster from your hand. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to use this in the deck or how I'm going to use it. People are using other stuff like Dragonic Tactics and the new TCG exclusives like Draco Connection, Trial and Tribulations. I mean, I haven't tested that stuff out yet, so there's going to definitely be changes to this build or other builds of it. But right now, this is the build that I started playing with, so it's been working out pretty good so far. So I'm going to show you guys a duel with it really quick. I really didn't know what this guy was playing because he lost before I got a chance to see what he was doing. But anyway, this is the duel. So as you can see, I didn't draw a shoe, but I've got 2 Darkness Metals, so I'm going to end because I don't have anything to normal summon. Now he sets a monster. I draw a second MST. I'm going to space both his back rows. I'm going to use this guy's special summon, use this, get the shoe tribute, get the effect. And as you can see, Darkness Metals are coming out, just getting these guys off the field. So now I go into Dragon King. I get another Darkness Metal, use the effect. Go Thunderclap, Gustav Max, 2000 to his face. Piercing damage, and as you can see right here, I'm just going to attack until it's over. And that's basically, the game was over literally in 3 turns. The duel literally took maybe about a minute and a half. That's the kind of stuff that this deck can do. I mean, granted, a lot of people say, well, Hopeless Dragon and Chaos Dragon can do the same thing. Yeah, they can, but those decks play completely different than this deck. This deck is just geared toward extreme synchroing, extreme seizing and tributing and stuff like that. Now, another reason why you have to play the triple MST is because a lot of people, when this deck becomes popular, are going to be playing Mask of Restrict, which disallows all your tribute special summons. So you're going to definitely want to have those MSTs handy for those type of games. So yeah, guys, this is the duel. This is my first Hieroglyph build. Let me know what you think about the deck. Leave your comments down below. Thumbs up the video if you like it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, YouTube, peace.